Test, test. All right, welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I hope you're doing all right today. Bitcoin conference, the largest Bitcoin conference in the world, is going on right now. Black Sea is out there, probably watching JD Vance speaking live right now in this crypto environment. Unbelievable time. Let me know if you guys can hear the audio. All right, I was having a little bit of a glitch in the audio, but I think we got it back up and running. Let me know in the comments in the chat. John 316 out there, blessings to you, brother, man. Hope you're doing great. Okay, let's take down the volume a little bit. We set our hellos right now. I am actually bullish on Bitcoin, but yes, I am actually sitting in a little bit. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. We gotta share the screen right here. Let's get it right here. Crypto Kip, come on, get it together, man. All right, boom. Sitting in a little bit of a Bitcoin short right now, 365 buckaroos in the profit. We're gonna just take down the stop loss. We're gonna take it down to the we'll take it down to 108. If it goes back to 108, I'll get 163 bucks in the profit. There you go. Setting the stop loss live. That way you see how it plays out. Now, if it keeps dipping, I'm at a nice little Bitcoin short right now. Not because I'm bearish on Bitcoin. I'm quite bullish on Bitcoin. We get a lot of bullish stories to talk about in this crypto space, but we are seeing a little bit of a sell-off. Here's what the charts were. 109 down to, let's refresh the page. Boom. Shakalaka. John 316 says it was a nothing burger speech. Well, that's typically what they are. Unfortunately, words, less powerful than actions, right? You got Bitcoin down to 107.2, down 2.8% today. Ethereum, I think it hit 2,700 last night, down to 2637, giving a little bit of optimism for a potential, maybe an altcoin run. I'm looking at kind of this level, this range that I'm peeking at for Bitcoin dominance. Could be coming down to test this low, which means, Ethereum, some altcoins getting a little bit of a surge, or at least holding up pretty well compared to Bitcoin today. So what are our big losers? What are our big gainers today? And what's the news? This is what we're going to do. We're going to go through our big gainers, big losers. We're going to get into some of the news. There has been some big news. A $500 million purchase. That's 4,700 Bitcoin, I believe it was, from GameStop. We got to talk about that, as well as some other large stories on the day. If you're joining us live here, do me a favor, tap that like button on your way and subscribe for more content. And subscribe. Yeah, go ahead. So big gainers today. A couple. Toncoin is up today. Let's see if we can see some kind of news story on Toncoin. I did see when I was looking at liquidations, it looks like there was a little bit of a short squeeze on the Toncoin today. I don't know quite what was the news. Do we have news on it today? Visa veteran drives new payment strategy at Ton. Okay, Toncoin searches. Here's what's fueling the rally. Here's what could be next. Telegram to raise $1.5 billion in bond sale backed by BlackRock, Citadel, and Mubadala. Look at that. Okay, Toncoin coming back with some bullish news backing from BlackRock. That'll cause a pump, won't it? Nice little move to the upside for Toncoin today. Looking at the all-time chart, this coin was up to 770. Right now down to 330. I think it's got a lot of upside in this market, of course, associated with Telegram. Even though we did see the founder of Telegram get into some trouble, I think that's kind of what caused a lot of this big sell-off, along with just altcoins getting weakened. But I think that Telegram is here to stay. English T is asking in the chat, why is Bitcoin going down after all these purchases? Appreciate that. Always subscribe for the content you create. Appreciate you, English T. Are you an English teacher? Is that what you do? Is that why your name is English T? Or do you like a good English cup of tea? Yes. The answer to that is when these Bitcoin conferences happen, JD Vance spoke. What did he say about crypto? Not too much. Even when they are saying bullish things, it seems like every time there's a crypto conference, there's a little bit of a sell-off on these markets. And so just kind of knowing that is what happens. We were down below 110 again. I said, I'm going to open up a little bit of a short this morning. And here we got Bitcoin conferences kicking off. So, Bitcoin comes down on these conferences for one reason or another. And we do have these massive stories, but there's a lot of volatility. There's a lot of whale games that occur, and there's a lot of trading that is happening right now. I'm trading as well, which is why, you see, I'm in this Bitcoin short right now, currently 326 in the profit. Got my stop loss set for a profit, 163 if it goes the right. If it goes the wrong way, actually, if it goes up, then hey, okay, well then I know. And you know what? Hey, let's bring it down. We'll bring it just below. There you go. So I'll profit, 163 if it goes up, which is fine. But if it comes back down and we test 100 or whatever, then hey, we got a nice little short position, and I'll certainly long it on the way back up. That's the beauty of the trade. You can trade it alongside, you can trade it the short side. And you're right. It's a little confusing. Here you go. You got the president's vice VP, JD Vance, speaking at the Bitcoin event today. That is done. John 316 says he listened to it. I didn't get a chance to listen to it yet, but, people were excited about this, and yet we are kind of seeing this market leak down a little bit. Oh, what do we got here? Wow. Oh, we got tacos. Oh my gosh, folks. We have a taco shellless taco. That's what we got here, which is excellent. Leftovers from last night. We have 7 Cheez-Its, only 7, because we want to stay a lean, mean, fighting crypto machine. And we got a Kirkland Chewy treat today. Aren't we always curious what Mrs. Crypto Kip's delivering? Thank you, Mrs. Crypto Kip. She's the best. I got the best wife. So, because my wife brought me stacks, that's why Bitcoin's going down. No. JD Vance speaking, obviously seems like a bullish thing. You've got the GameStop story. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But when these conferences happen, there's a lot of these nothing burgers. These people come out, they say some bullish stuff, but yet there's no action actually being taken. There's rumors that get sparked up. Sometimes these cause some pumps, but generally it seems like when these conferences go on, there is a little bit of a sell-off, which is fine. I mean, it happens. This is a little sell-off, right? I would be ecstatic if Bitcoin came back up, even if my short, got stopped out for only 163 minus the fees, in the profit. That's fine. That's whatever. That's why you set your stop losses, right? I'm in the green right now, so set the stop loss to ensure the victory. But there is a lot of great things going on. There's a lot of people speaking. We saw congressmen, I think senators speaking at this conference yesterday. I was hoping to maybe get Blacksea in the stream if he was around. Let's see actually if he is around. Let's do this. Stop the screen. Hold up. Let's see what's going on here. No, I don't think he's going to make it to this one, but maybe tomorrow. We'll see. I'd like it if maybe if he's around. Maybe we'll do the thing where, he talks to us live from the conference. That'd be pretty neat. We're going to see if we can make that happen for you at some point, guys. But there is a lot of news. So let's look at the macro news real quick as well. Wait, do we skip over some of the gainers? A couple other gainers, some memes up a little bit today. That's fine. Okay, so on the macro news, UX stocks waver as all eyes fix on everybody's waiting for NVIDIA earnings. I guess this is the big thing that's going to make or break the market. This was the big headline that they had there for a while. Trade truces are clearly bullish, but have a crucial flaw. So we're still up in the air on these tariff negotiations going on. S&P 500 was a little bit up this morning, coming back down a little bit today. People are getting spooked over these NVIDIA earnings. Very big mover in the stock market. If the earnings are bad, I guess this market will dip. If the earnings are good, then maybe we'll roar up a little bit. Just pretty simple like that. The guy from GameStop, Scott says, is talking right now at the Bitcoin conference live on X. Very cool. I'm sure he's saying how bullish he is on Bitcoin and how they've been wanting to buy Bitcoin for a while and how they love the GME movement. it was pretty cool. But another headline here, tariffs latest nations race to cut deals with Trump. And that's exactly, I think, what the president's goal was, is that, people want to make sure they're in good terms with the U.S. We are a massive trading partner. And to have that being rocky is not just not good for the U.S., but it's not good for other nations that are trading partners with us. It's in everybody's best interest to kind of get things right, which is why the fact that he wanted to start these negotiations in the first place and play hardball caused this dip, which caused a beautiful buying opportunity. Bitcoin was in the 70s. You saw a lot of your altcoins and your meme coins at 90% dips from their highs, which is pretty cool. And we're looking like we're headed in the right direction right now, which is a very positive thing. We do see other headlines coming out like this right now. Trump's CFTC pick, Quintens, discloses crypto links $3.4 million in assets. So the president's lead pick for heading the CFTC, Brian Quintez, has investments in crypto and market prediction firms. And he says he will divest if he is confirmed as the chair, basically meaning he will get out of those assets so that he doesn't have a conflict of interest, which has been kind of the theme here with crypto and this pro-crypto administration, the people that are anti-crypto. Those folks, like, for example, David Sachs's comment talking about Senator Elizabeth Warren, for some reason, she has this pathological hatred for the crypto community. I think that's a lot of intense words. Maybe Ed is not interested in crypto assets, and so maybe we got to tighten up the language there from David Sachs, but she does not like crypto. I mean, that's been pretty clear to us. And then he says, she wants to drive this community offshore, doesn't want it happening in the US. And it's interesting, the language being used by politicians, right? He's centering it on the people and the community, where I think it's more the asset and the competition to maybe her campaign donors and things like this. But I think for PR purposes and for having a more effective message from David, he's trying to say, well, she hates you. I don't think that that's the case. Maybe all politicians do, who knows? But I think it's really that she's got some reason that maybe it's not so good, that she just doesn't like crypto, right? Overall, right? And so when you see, headlines now about the CFTC pick being a bad pick because he's got crypto assets, I don't think it's wrong for people to be able to hold these crypto assets. But if they're head of a government agency like this, then they're going to point to people like Senator Elizabeth Warren are going to point to, well, this is a bad pick because conflict of interest. Well, he wants to divest and get out if he's confirmed as the chair. These are the kind of things that you do want to see where they don't have a conflict of interest, and they could kind of push that to the wayside, because clearly there's going to be continued opposition from not just Elizabeth Warren, but many, many folks on that side of the aisle, it seems. And just in general, people want to make sure that there are no conflicts of interest, which is understandable to a point. But she's certainly been very anti-crypto, and you got to wonder why. I still don't have a good reason as to why. She likes to point to crime. She likes to point to pollution, the noise pollution. But we kind of still continue to ignore some TradFi firms that are giving just as much pollution, or doing things the wrong way, right? We don't complain about the bank bailouts anymore. She's complained about it in the past, but she's also quite friendly with the banks as well. So there's conflicts of interest everywhere. That's the game. That's the game, and the game's gross and it's disgusting on all sides of the aisle. But to have a guy that holds $3.4 million in assets as the CFTC pick, especially if he sells those off, clearly he's still a crypto bull. He likes crypto. And this Brian Quintez pick is what you would think is optimistic for the market. Yet we see Bitcoin coming down today, which is fine. I'm in the little bit of a Bitcoin short right now. Hey, I could get stopped out with 163 in profit. That'd be fine. A little less because there's fees, but I'm keeping an eye on that kind of. So very positive news, but volatility is getting interesting. Also, maybe part of the reason that Bitcoin's coming down right now is because the stocks are coming down and there is fear on NVIDIA earnings. If NVIDIA earnings come out and they are positive, Bitcoin could start pumping, which is weird, but it's possible. So that's something to keep an eye on as well. Focals. Okay. The biggest news, I think, on the day that I think people are most eager beaver about right now is GameStop shares rise as retailer meme stock buys first Bitcoin batch. They've been talking about doing it for a while, following in the footsteps of MicroStrategy and buying Bitcoin to help their stock and help their company. And they're doing it now. They scooped up $500 million worth of Bitcoin. That is 4,710 Bitcoins, just as Michael Saylor did over the last, from the 19th to the 24th of this month. He bought about the same amount. This is a big purchase. We see other major companies following Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy in his footsteps, because look at what their stock price did over the last year. It was incredible. Over the last 2 years, it's been incredible. And now we've got GameStop doing it. I think we're going to continue to see more and more people hop on the Bitcoin train. And even though you do see, the negative story about, Elizabeth Warren and the anti-crypto crusade, and you saw Gary Gensler for a while. Interestingly enough, an ex-Obama chief of staff joins crypto firm, citing regulatory progress in the U.S. And so, this is a little bit of both sides of the aisle getting on board the crypto train. Somebody that is, not in the Trump camp, right? Backing the crypto movement, which is certainly backed by the president. So there is a common ground slowly being formed. Here you go. So this is kind of interesting. The former chief of staff, William Bill Daley, also held senior roles at JP Morgan Chase and Bank of New York. This guy joined crypto asset manager Forteus as a partner. This is pretty cool. You're seeing more progress for crypto. And yet, yes, our price is down just a little bit today. But there is a resistance out there still. And it's not just Elizabeth Warren, right? Here we've got the IMF, which the IMF is no fan of crypto. They're going to continue their efforts, the International Monetary Fund, continue their efforts to prevent El Salvador from acquiring more Bitcoin. Why are they going to do that? They do that. They're saying, if you do this, then we're not going to do this for you, right? This is like financial blackmail going on. It's unbelievable. And it's not really working. They're still buying Bitcoin, and they are succeeding with that acquiring of Bitcoin, because that's what happens when you adopt the Bitcoin way of life. You even see the fast food giant Steak and Shake. They got good steak and shakes. The burgers. I don't know why it's Steak and Shake. I wouldn't get a steak at Steak and Shake, but I would sure get a shake at Steak and Shake, and I'd get a burger. And their shoestring fries are very good. They're very good fries. No, I want Steak and Shake. It's not a part of the diet, but it'd be good. But fast food giant Steak and Shake announced they're saving 50% in processing fees by accepting Bitcoin payments. We also saw a story come out where Jack Dorsey, the former head of Twitter and now the CEO of Square, right? Payment processor for small shops, little local businesses. You get that little peg that goes on your tablet, your iPhone, and you could, check out with this little square thing. You can now pay with Bitcoin with a phone tap. They're planning on rolling that out. I don't know if they already rolled it out, but Steak and Shake is doing Bitcoin payments. Square is going to make so that all their Square terminals allow Bitcoin payments. Bitcoin is faster than the credit cards. The funds settle quicker and the fees are less. These middlemen are going to lose their shorts when it comes to competing with Bitcoin. And that's why MasterCard and Visa are adopting crypto as well. They are pro-crypto people. We've seen that. So there's a lot going on at this Bitcoin conference. We are seeing liquidations tighten up, lessen a little bit here over the last few days, which is good, fine, and dandy. We're not really seeing anything change with the rates, okay? We're not really seeing anything change with the rates or the rate cuts. We're kind of still seeing the same thing as we did yesterday. So we'll probably get one rate cut, maybe two, before the end of the year. We got a 48% chance, over a 50% chance that by September we'll have at least one rate cut. But July, still not really looking like a rate cut. 77% chance we're not going to see that. But if all of a sudden we do see resolve with these, if we do see resolve with these tariffs, then this can really change. Okay, English T says you can literally pay with any coin on phone tap from Revolt. You know, I haven't really looked into Revolt, but that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Legacy Legendsman said, I would never buy a burger with BTC. I would. Look at that pizza guy. Yeah, I mean, at this point, you know, if we're talking about $4, you know, well, I mean, maybe a burger's $15, but $15 today in Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes to $1 million, you know, that would be 150 in the future. So, you know, you shouldn't do it probably, but you could do it, especially if you're investing whatever cash you have into it and you're DCAing steadily. Then it's kind of just like, well, I'd spend my paycheck on it anyway. And if I put my paycheck in Bitcoin, well, then it kind of doesn't matter. But I hear what you're saying. I hear what you look at that pizza guy. I hear what you're saying. The pizza day. Is pizza day today, by the way? Is pizza day today? Is Bitcoin pizza day today? I think it's like tomorrow, maybe. I think Bitcoin pizza day might be tomorrow. Maybe I should eat a pizza live on stream tomorrow for Bitcoin pizza day. I could eat these tacos right now. Gosh, they smell so good. You see, I got the pickled jalapenos on there. A lot of tomatoes. It's going to be good. I'm excited to eat it. I'm excited to eat it. Very excited to eat it. And boom. Okay. Yeah. So, couple big stories. You know, we got big Bitcoin buys going on. We got a nice little short trade cooking right now. Oh, I might get stopped out. Here. We might be boosting back up right now. I get stopped out. We'll see. And that's fine. That's why you set your stop losses, because it could go the other way. If I didn't set my stop loss, I could lose on this trade. But why would I lose when I'm already a winner? Why not just ensure a little bit of a win? Yeah. BP and Forever says, join the stream late. How much longer are you going to stay? I don't know. How many questions you got, BP Forever? Hit me with some questions. Let's chat. Let's chat it out. How's it going? How you doing? Let's look at some charts, huh? Bitcoin dominance trickling down a little bit. Let's look at BTC. Let's zoom in on the BTC a little bit. I'm going to sit down. All right. John 3:16 says, I am great. Good. I'm glad you're great. I think you are great. And she says, sorry, I missed it, but did you speak about Pepe and how much it can go? I know it depends on ETH, though. Well, it does depend on ETH. You're right, English T. I did see a story today talking about Ethereum, you know, being quite bullish. You know, people are pretty excited about... Ooh, okay, let's see this. What do we got going on here? You think this is going to stop here? No, I'm going to keep my stop loss in place. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. That'd be fine. That'd be fine with me. I'll be okay with it. Even though I kind of think we might be coming back down to 104. BP Forever says, JD Vance was positive. I liked it when he said keep talking and to keep political focus that we had in 2024 into 2026. Well, he's worried about midterms and all that. Yeah, I mean, he's focused on politics. I'm focused on Bitcoin. Baby. Oh, Bitcoin Pizza Day is already done? The one said Pepe FUD everywhere, fake volume, market makers pump and dump. This is going to be bad for Pepe. Real volume is 200 million. We started doing research on Pepe because of tons of claims not real. Volume says 70%. Well, the reality is there's a lot of bots trading on all these coins, especially on the memes. Pepe's hanging in there pretty decent right now. Let's see what we got cooking for Pepe. Let's go to the 4-hourly candles. Look at the chop. Woo! Yeah, that's some bot chop for you. Some bat chop for you. Yeah. Put that trend line in there. Pepe could easily tap back down to this. Easily tap back down to that. We'll see. Daniel in the chat says, hey man, how are you? I'm doing great. How are you? Thanks for the question, Daniel. Do you think that Doge Elon Mars Elon will lose 2 zeros? Do I think it will 100x? You know, I don't think it will 100x, good sir. Okay, but in order for it to 100x, brother man, you're gonna need to see a 768. You're going to need to see a $7.8 billion market cap. Now, could it happen? It could. It could. Would I expect it? No, I wouldn't expect it. But I do think that, you know, it could come back to, it could get to $1 billion again. It might get to 2 billion again. It could 20 or 30x, you know, I think it could. Daryl Young says, altcoin holders, please see a doctor if your Bitcoin dominance chart has been up and to the right for more than 2 years. That's good. Well, it has been. And I do think that Doge Elon Mars is going to have some kind of comeback at some point. I know it's a popular one. A lot of people in crypto like Elon. A lot of people don't like Elon, but I do think that Doge Elon Mars has a lot of upside in this bull market. WG Ray says, pullback would be nice to reset RSI. It would be nice. Pullbacks are always nice. Get a little bit of a clean out of the market and a reset and another buying opportunity for those of the people that missed it at the low hundreds or below 100. But yeah, I mean, Doge Elon Mars back in 2021 got to $1 billion. I think you can get there again. And if that's the case, that's over a 10x from here. I think it's an easy 10x, and that's really good money. Robert Grego says, hey, Kip, check out the crypto report tutorial on Blowfin and plan on getting started this weekend. Thanks to you and Black Sea. Hey, good to hear, Robert. Yeah, let me know how it goes. And if you have any questions, you know, yeah, join us on these streams. You know, I'm trading a lot. We're having fun. And I like trading Bitcoin, man. You know, 10x trade on Bitcoin is cool. You know, opened up this 10x this morning here. I'm a quick $200. Matter of fact, you know what? I could close this thing out right now. Forget it. Let's just do it. Let's just set this thing. Let's set our stop loss right there. Let's see if it hits. There you go. That'll be a $200 profit. That's fine. I don't even care. I'll make $200 if this just goes up just a fraction of a hair here. That'd be fine. I don't even care. That'd be great. I'd love it. Close it out, make me $200. That'd be great. And then maybe I'll open up another trade later. It could happen right now. Ready? It's having a nice little recovery right now. So it could easily happen. And that's fine. That's why they got the stop losses for you to set them so you can ensure a win. A victory. What else you guys want to look at today? I think Pepe's got some upside. I'm bullish on Pepe. Bullish on Crow too. I know it's not doing it yet, but look at this. It's scooping. It's scooping up. If Bitcoin slips, it could slip again, but it looks like it's scooping up for now. AMC meme, is that pumping today? GME, AMC memes could be pumping today. Could be happening. I probably got stopped out. in the profit. Oh no. I was in the profit 350. I only made 200. It's great. If you guys want to trade, I got links for you to sign up to a $5,000 deposit bonus when you do. Cheez-Its. Delicious. But yeah, I mean, I'm bullish on Crow, guys. I think that, look, you just had the news where they're going to end up doing Crypto.com is doing the custody for this 2.5 billion in crypto that the president's business is planning on buying with crypto. It's unbelievable. Jean Wesley in the chat says, what is your Dogecoin price prediction in July? In July? In the next 2 months? It could easily be above 30 cents. It could easily be above 30 cents, but not much more. Not much more. Wouldn't it be nice if we were starting to test this? I mean, we got all of June. Yeah, I mean, the further we go on, guys, the further we are looking like a extended cycle. Robert Craig says $200 profit a day. I'll take every day of the week if I could. Exactly. $200 in profit a day. What do you got? You make, what is that? $6 grand, $6 grand a month, right? Is that right? Who's the bot? Where we got bots? We got bots? Yeah, but I would be looking at like a little test there. How do I think XLM is looking? Let's check out XLM. It all depends on Roaring Kitty to tweet. Don't all those ones depend on Roaring Kitty to tweet? Oh, I know, English T. We have a lot of bots on our comments and our regular videos. It's crazy. We have... It's really annoying for me, brother. There's nothing we can do. I mean, I tell you, we battle, we delete the bots, they just keep coming back. And we'll ban the words, and then they'll change a letter in the word. And I just don't know how to win the fight. It's a real struggle. But yeah, Scott said it best. Smush the like button, and maybe we'll fight the bots if we smush the like button. We can look at let's look at XLM. Let's see what's going on with XLM for Robert Griego. Kind of looks like this, which isn't great. As Bitcoin dominance could shoot up again, guys, I'm not going to be surprised, and I'll just come out and tell you. I'm not going to be surprised to see XLM. It's not perfect, but like, can you kind of see that? I mean, there's kind of a wedge thing going on here. It could easily come back, come back down below 10 cents and get a bounce and continue up. I say that because, you know, I have a suspicion that Bitcoin dominance could soar a little bit more. Shy Stocks fan says, bot should hit the like button. Yeah, we like that. That'd be fine. I don't know who creates them, English T. I don't know. I mean, it's scammers. That's who, because like they're always like XAI this, XAI that, buy that, and I sold everything for this thing, and I'm like, these are scammers, spammers. I can't stop them. I can't stop them. I hate them. I hate them, and they're not really good. They're not good. You know, a lot of people think, oh, well, the YouTubers must love the bot. No, we don't like the bots because they're fake views, they're fake engagement, they hurt our click-through rate. They, well. Yeah, they hurt our watch time for sure, because they come in, they drop a comment, they don't watch the video, and it hurts our watch time, and that hurts us in the algorithm. Do I think Pepe can go down substantially? I mean, substantially, yeah, I mean, it could. It could come back down, you know, 50%. Again, it could. I'm not telling you it will. I kind of lean more on the bullish side of things. I think we're about to blast off. If I had to vote, I'd vote bullish more so than bearish right now. It could come down 50%. I mean, easily could, you know. It could come back down to test these little lower levels. But I lean more bullish than bearish on it right now. Daryl Young says, I was expecting that loaded lion token to fall off a cliff. It's held up surprisingly well. Well, yeah, I mean, who owns majority of the supply on that? People that aren't selling, centralized entities. So I'm not surprised. And then, like, you know, our meme coin degens from Cronos, love them. They hold on pretty hard, too. They hold on pretty hardcore. Can't believe that thing surpassed the market cap of Crow at one point. That was wild to me. That was so wild. That was crazy. All right, so my trade got stopped out, it looks like. Let's see. Oh, not yet. Not yet. It's looking close. You know, it could come on this moving average here and reject off. But I don't care. We're just going to take it. We're going to take our $200 and run. If I get stopped out. That's good. You guys want to trade, you can sign up for Blowfin using the link down below. English T says, when there was tariffs imposed by DJT, he messed it up like all the way to 6 zeros 5 5 5 5. Yeah, well, the tariffs crushed us all. Well, then I shouldn't even say that. Tariffs presented a beautiful buying opportunity for everybody, and those who took advantage crushed it in a good way, and those who panic sold got crushed, or who held and then panic sold the bottom, they really got crushed. Is mega bull run for real? It could be. I mean, it depends what you mean. Like, I don't believe in the super cycle thing, but I could believe in that, like, we're gonna go on for longer. I'm kind of starting to lean into it a little. I'm hesitant. I believe in the 4-year cycles, but the delays we've seen in this with the suppression of Bitcoin, it's possible. I don't believe in a super cycle. Like, I don't believe in like $10 million Bitcoin, like, this cycle or something. But I think we could get to, 200, 500K, maybe, 200, 300 would be kind of my range, I'd say. And maybe even that's too bullish, right? High 100s could be real, But I think we're due for a big altcoin pump. Man, this thing is not getting stopped out yet, but it could happen any second. We'll see. Mayor Adams is talking live. Is that the mayor of New York? Yeah, that guy's a Bitcoin bull. Yes, sir. All right, guys. That's all I got. Nice chat. English T, appreciate your comments. All you guys, thanks for tuning in. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Smash the like on your way out, and we'll keep the crypto news, crypto reports coming your way, guys. DCA hodl. Sign up for Blowfin if you want to do some trading. Another video coming later today. Going to do a Doge video for you today. I'm in a Doge position right now. I'll reveal to you if I'm long or short on Doge in my video later today if you want to check it out. See you in the next one, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Peace, y'all. All love, people. Time to eat a beautiful taco bowl right here. See you guys.